So I woke up one day and I decided to embark on a 25-day water fast journey. I was super excited. I got ready to get onto my journey by doing a juice fast, detoxing, and making sure that my body was ready for the fast. I checked all the boxes on all the research I could do on how do you prepare for a long or extended fast. That happened and the fast kicked off and it started well. Day one was amazing. I'm not really big on having all 3 meals of the day, so it did not really feel like a stretch. By day two, I was definitely feeling it. But also in this particular 25-day water fast, it was a little bit different than the fast that I've done before. I was working out. I wanted to see, can I work out whilst doing a water fast as well? Inspired by some of the journeys I've seen online of people who are embarking on a water fast and also working out, I thought I could certainly do it. And so this fast was different in that regard, and I had an absolutely amazing time. The goal was to do 25 days. However, due to unforeseen complications, I only ended up actually doing 15 days. Those 15 were hard, they were tiring. I almost lost my mind, but on some days I felt amazing. The energy was high. I was having a great time. I was telling myself I can do this. I was pushing through. And then the next day I was just waking up and just thinking, no, I will not do this. So it was a roller coaster of emotions. It was a high, it was a low. Every single day was different. I'm grateful that I allowed myself to go into this journey because I learned a lot about discipline, about how to control my body, about redefining my relationship with food. I can tell you now after the fast, I definitely eat different. I look at food differently, and my approach when it comes to wellness and health is a lot more different. There is so much growth in how I look at life, how I look at myself, my body, how I can manage myself, manage my stress, manage my hunger pangs as a person. This fast has had more than physical impact on my life. It has had emotional impact and mental impact as well. I know this is going to sound crazy, but when you're on a water fast, you barely have energy reserves. You don't have a lot of energy. And it forces you to start thinking about what is important for you to exert your energy on. Fasting teaches you about priorities, because if you do not have your priorities right, you are going to waste your day doing things that do not matter, focusing on people who drain you out of your energy and not having enough energy for the meaningful relationships in your life and the meaningful things that you need to do. And because I was working out, I was starting to be very intentional and conscious about how I used up my time because I didn't have a lot of energy throughout the day. I could only do so much. I could only talk to so much people. And therefore, I really started thinking, okay, today is 24 hours and half of that I'm probably just going to be sluggish in bed and not doing much. So the few hours that I do have energy to do, what is important that I need to look at? And so I love that fasting just really helped me re-look at my life and organize my priorities. Not that other things or the people are not important, but it just did really help me put more focus into meaningful experiences and people. Another thing the fast really helped me is connect to myself spiritually. I got a lot more time to meditate, to read books, and to just reflect onto my life. And so that quiet time really forces you to make certain decisions that you have not been making for a long time. I know I have been sitting with a lot of big decisions like my career, my education, and in that time, I really got a lot of time to reflect. I got so connected to myself, to understanding the question, what do I want out of this life? I think I got so close to answering it. I'm happy with where I am on a journey of discovering and exploring some of the things that came up in that quiet time. And so fasting really helped me connect to myself. And I loved that about it. And the biggest takeaway for me, which was one of my big goals getting into this journey, was that I managed to shed a lot of weight. I lost about 7 kgs during the journey, of which 2 of those I ended up gaining back because it was water weight. But regardless of that, I'm very happy of the results. I love the way my skin absolutely cleared, how I'm looking. My skin is tighter, you know, I'm down to a really amazing number that I'm going to just continue working towards. But also, I think in those days, my focus moved away from losing weight to being healthy. I think that's my number one goal now going forward after this fast. I love that the number on the scale looked amazing when I was fasting. But one thing stood out to me when I got back to the gym. I was so weak, I needed to start back as if I was a beginner getting into the gym. I could not do much because at some point, I think after day 9, 10, I stopped going to the gym. I was just not feeling it. But when I eventually got back to the gym full force and I was eating my food, I was very weak. I think I'd lost a lot of muscle. And so I did not like that feeling of feeling weak. Going forward, my goal is to be strong and to be healthy. I want to feel amazing. I want to feel like I can do as much reps as I can and really give my body the push that it needs and feed it well and feed it clean food and just make it look amazing. Would I recommend you to do a water fast? Absolutely. Start with 24 hours. 2 days, 3 days, whatever you can do. It is an absolutely amazing thing to do. And I'm so glad that some of you came through the journey with me. And thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And I hope you enjoyed the content that I gave you and showed you what my journey was like. I didn't make it through 25 days, and that's fine. I'm still very happy with the days that I made, and I look forward to making more progress with my health, my body, my mind, and just putting myself in a better place, leveling up myself in every way that I can, career-wise, health-wise, education-wise, all the wise. I'll see you guys in another video. Cheers.